Younghae Shin. In lane number 8, Sarah Beth Hershey. In lane number 7, Vanessa Fung. In lane number 6, Crystal Sullivan. In lane number 5, Yuko Sakuyama. In lane number 4, Christine Knief. In lane number 3, Victoria Campos. In lane number 2, Bronwyn Clatcher. And in lane number 1, Gemma Lee.
Athletes, 1 minute. Seconds. Ten seconds. Stand by.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Heat number 1 of your ladies, starting with their 21 thrusters. Tommy V is as follows: 21-15-9 thrusters, 12-9-6 rope climbs. And the guys setting blistering paces prior to our ladies. Let's see how the ladies do here. And our first competitor with their judges' hand in the air, that is in lane number 6. Crystal Sullivan now stepping up to her rope. Yuko Sakuyama also the first one now to jump onto that rope. She's in the tan shirt, black shorts, has her first climb of the day.
So Crystal Sullivan, a bit of a taller athlete, especially in this heat, able to do the rope climbs in 2 bites. So making her way up the rope nice and smooth.
Lane number 3, Victoria Campos, with her second climb representing CrossFit 852. And it sounds like we've got some 852 affiliate members in the crowd, as she now with her third climb.
So we had in lane 5, Yuko Sakuyama, your first athlete out onto the rope climbs, followed very closely in lane 6, Crystal Sullivan. So we also saw in event number 1, athletes go out really fast in Randy, and then their grip strength is a thing that was limiting them from picking that bar back up. So let's see how their grip strength hangs on in Tommy V.
And really gonna come down to, just like for our men, efficiency in the rope climb. Not just how fast can you climb, but how well can you do it. It'll typically be the faster climbers. Again, 27 total rope climbs through this workout's entirety.
We've seen many different techniques to climb the rope today. Some very efficient techniques, some not so efficient. But it looks like all the female athletes in this heat know how to climb a rope, locking off with their feet, trying to save that grip strength both up and back down the rope.
Bronwyn Clatcher now with 5 reps in. 1 lane over, Victoria Campos. And she has 8 climbs in for Victoria Campos.
So just in behind Victoria, Yuko Sakuyama with just 5 reps to go. followed very closely by Crystal Sullivan. So lanes 3, 5, and 6, your current leaders.
So 4 competitors with their judges' hand in the air, all in the middle of the floor. Victoria Campos, as well as Christine Knief. Then you've got Yuko Sakuyama and Crystal Sullivan, all trying to be the first one to return to their barbell for the round of 15. We're now 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, Kobe.
So the athletes still making good pace through this first round of Tommy V. But as we've seen in previous heats, it's the second and that third round where those rope climbs really start to catch up. So who's got the most efficient rope climb, who's able to get back, and it is just a couple of rope climbs now to go for Victoria Campos, Yuko Sugiyama, and Crystal Sullivan, all with 3 reps to go.
And Victoria Campos actually with 1 final climb remaining. Lane number 3, gray shirt, black pants, and she will touch for the final time. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for Victoria Campos. Advancing her barbell for the round of 15. Kobe, who's going to join her?
So Christine Knief with just 1 rope climb to go, 2 to go for Crystal Sullivan. So it looks like Christine in lane number 4 will be your next athlete to move out onto that second round.
And they are side by side, lanes 3 and 4. Victoria Campos and Christine Knief, your 1 and 2. Going into round 2, the round of 15 thrusters.
So just in behind them, your early leaders, Crystal Sullivan and Yuko Sukiyama, moving through their final rope climb of this first round. Yuko Sukiyama getting down the rope for her final time. Making her way back to the barbell, as too does Crystal Sullivan just in behind.
And here's your 1, 2, 3, and 4, but Campos hangs on as she now heads back to the rope now for the round of 9 rope climbs, already through the round of 12. Let's see how she fares. Your leaders in the middle of the floor, Campos and Knief.
So just in behind Campos and Knief, we had Yuko Sukiyama and Crystal Sullivan making their way through that set of 15 thrusters. So both Knief and Campos making their way through that set, the second set of rope climbs on this event.
And again, a lot of rope climbs in this one. 27 total as Campos and Knief eye each other up. It'll be Knief back up the rope first. Campos quick to follow. Knief in the blue sports bra, black pants. Campos in the gray shirt, black pants. And they are side by side in lanes 3 and 4.
Now Crystal Sullivan and Yuko Sukiyama join them out on that second set of rope climbs. So but Campos and Knief still making their way well through this second set. They are your outright leaders.
And Pacific Regional, I know it's only day 1 here, but these ladies need some love. Let's make some noise for your Heat 1 female competitors tackling Tommy V. Campos and Knief, your leaders, but Sakuyama not far behind. Let's get in there and see just how many reps they have as Campos touches.
So we got 5 reps to go now for Knief and Campos. So again, they're neck and neck, repping out rep for rep on this second round of rope climbs. But it is Knief that gets up that rope first to start her 5th rope climb. So with just 4 reps to go now for Knief.
And Campos jumping up just as Knief descends the rope for her 5th rep. And that is the 5th rep for Campos. Knief just a step ahead. 2 pulls, and she's got her 6th rope climb in the round of 9, so long as she descends below that black line, and she does.
So we got lane 3, Victoria Campos, just in behind lane 4, Christine Knief. In behind them we have lane 5, Yuko Tsukiyama, and lane 6, Crystal Sullivan. They are your top 4 for heat number 1, event number 2. Tommy V.
And just a couple more reps for your leaders, lanes 3 and lane 4. Victoria Campos again representing CrossFit 852. And up in the crowd in full support of their athlete. As Knief and Campos back up the rope at the same time. A 1-rep lead for Knief as she comes down now. 1 rep remaining for Christine Knief.
Then 2 reps remaining for Victoria Campos. Then we have 5 to go for Yuko Tsukiyama and 4 for Crystal Sullivan. So they are your current top 4, followed very closely by Bronwyn Clutcher in lane number 2.
And that's the final rep for your new leader, Knief, heading back to the barbell for the final time. Pacific region, let's let her hear ya. 9 reps remaining. Squat clean right into the thruster. And let's see if she stays unbroken with that barbell. 5 thrusters left. One final rep to go, and your leader is heading back to the rope. 10 minutes in, 6 rope climbs remaining for Christine Knief.
So Christine Knief slowly getting ahead of Victoria Campos and the rest of the field here in heat number 1. She will now grab onto the rope for her final 6 rope climbs, with Victoria Campos now moving on to her final 9 thrusters. Sitting in second place so far in heat number 1.
Knief not just competing against the other girls here in heat number 1, but the coming 3 heats. If she can hang on, she will have the time to beat going into heat number 2. Let's see if she can do it, or if Victoria Campos will catch her as she now squat cleans her first rep and begins her 9 thrusters.
There is a 16-minute time cap for this event with just 5 minutes to go. 4 reps to go now for Christine Knief, your current leader in heat number 2. With Victoria Campos now making her way from the barbell for her final set of 6 rope climbs. So lane number 4 and lane number 3 remain your current leaders.
But Knief with a pretty significant lead, Kobe. 3 rope climb lead over Campos and the rest of the field. Campos with a jump there, lane 3, black sports bra, black pants. And she will be 2.5 pulls to the top as Knief completes her 4th rope climb of that round of 6.
So just 2 rope climbs now to go for Christine Knief in lane number 4. Just 2 reps to go. And she approaches for rep number 4, rep number 5. And there she goes, makes it to the upright with just 1 rep to go now for Christine Knief. Let's make some noise. Let's get her up the rope for the final time. Christine Knief will take out heat number 1, event number 2. And Christine Knief makes her way down the finish, towards the finish mat. And will finish in an unofficial time of 12 minutes 25.
And Victoria Campos in position to take second. But Bronwyn Clutcher right there with her. 4 climbs to go for Clutcher, 3 to go for Campos. Just going to depend on who wants it more. Do you have anyone down there, Kobe, competing for second?
So we got 5 reps to go now for Sarah Beth Hershey. 4 reps to go for Sarah Beth Hershey in her final rounds. So it's going to be close.
Victoria Campos struggling near the top of that rope as as she will grip on and touch. She's got 2 rope climbs remaining. The CrossFit 852 athlete trying to hold it together. Bronwyn, hot on her heels. She's got now 2 reps remaining.
So Crystal Sullivan with just 2 reps remaining. She was your early leader. She gets up the rope for the 5th rope climb. So she makes this rep. She'll have just 1 rope climb to go. So she will be equal with Victoria Campos.
Victoria now with 1 climb left to go. CrossFit 852. I know you're out there in the crowd. Let's get behind your girl.
Crystal Sullivan gets up the rope first. Crystal Sullivan touches that upright and will be your next athlete to get to the finish mat in lane number 6.
So your 1 and 2 decided final rope climb for Bronwyn Clasher and Victoria Campos. Victoria cannot get to the top, and it'll be Bronwyn with her final climb. And she will sprint to the finish line, taking home 3rd place here in heat number 1, 14 minutes and 26 seconds unofficially.
Victoria Campos just struggling and not making that last rep. Sarah Beth Hershey with just 1 rep to go now down in lane number 8. They both get up the rope at the same time. Can Victoria make this rep? Sarah Beth gets the top and she runs down towards the finish mat. She will take out the next place in this heat. Victoria just not quite getting the top there.
And we've got right around 1 minute remaining. Victoria, 2 failed attempts at that final climb, has 1 rep to go. Pacific Regional, get behind her. 1 rep to go for Victoria Campos. She was your early leader. She's got 45 seconds remaining. She needs some love right here, right now, coming up on 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Victoria Campos, 1 rope climb left to go. And she's gonna give it
20 seconds.
We are coming up on 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Every rep counts. Let's hear it. We are going to count it down.
5, 3, 2, 1, time.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for the women of heat number 1. Giving it their all here on day 1 of the 2015 Reebok CrossFit Games Pacific Regional. So our winner there, Christine Knief, taking the top time. She will have the time to beat going into heat number 2. And we're going to reset the floor and bring you that next heat in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere.